Get the late night boxing talks going. What's goody? KC Boxing. This is a great way to wrap up a good day. I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. And yeah, just a few things I had on my mind, wanted to discuss, didn't necessarily want to do a segment about it. I'd rather just freestyle it, shoot the shit about it, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, the world's still reacting to everything that's going on and all of that. And, it's still going on What's Goody Don't Care. Canelo is a natural 175-pounder, by the way. Edwin Castillo said was goody. Jay Flint said was goody. Midwest said was goody. And yeah, man, everybody's reacting to that. Just speaking of that, one of the arguments that I've seen, the push in some quarters to kind of blow things out of proportion, a big part of the reason many of the people here on the channel, or at least myself, viewed the Dimitri Bivol fight as just a better fight than the other fights that were there, like an Andrade fight or a Charlo fight or even a Benavidez fight. A big part of the reason I viewed that as a more interesting matchup is because of the durability and experience that Dimitri brings to the table, that this is a guy who's already an established champion. I think he's been a champion since 2017. He defended the title against Sullivan Barrera and Joe Smith Jr. and Craig Richards and Umar Salamov and who else? I think he's got like 4 or 5 title defenses, maybe. Oh, and John Pascal. This was a guy who was definitely experienced at the weight, and even if he's not a big light heavyweight, he's still very much accustomed to dealing with light heavyweights, dealing with light heavyweight pressure, light heavyweight punches, light heavyweight punchers like John Pascal and Joe Smith Jr. It's amazing that the people that called Dimitri Bivol a nobody, a cherry pick, all of a sudden they want to call him a cherry pick gone wrong. Well, no, he was never a cherry pick. He was always a more formidable fighter than Jermall Charlo. You just don't want to accept that because of your tribalism. You believe that because he's an American fighter, that automatically makes him better. Well, that didn't work out for Marcus Brown with Artur Beterbiev. I'm just saying, him being an American fighter. Think about Josh Taylor and unbeaten Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin being from America, that didn't make him a better fighter. What I'm seeing now is a lot of tribalism. And it's unfortunate because I'm seeing it in a lot of quarters. Whereas you guys know that my whole thing is being unbiased. My whole thing is the boxers, regardless of where they're from, it's the boxing that determines how good they are. Nothing else. It's not the flag they fly. It's not what they order for lunch. It's the boxing that determines who the good fighters are. And I see the conversation devolving into warring factions of tribalists. And it's just comedy. Because at the end of the day, the good fighters, the great ones, the ones that history really remembers, and the ones that history is kind to, it's not the guys with the perfect records. It's not the guys who didn't challenge themselves. I bring up Henry Armstrong all the time. He's one of the best fighters that a lot of postmodern boxing fans have probably never heard of. But he started out his career with losses. Bernard Hopkins, one of the greats. He started his career with a loss. So did Juan Manuel Marquez. In the female circuit, one of the best fighters Argentina ever produced, Tigresa Acuña, Marcela Acuña, she started her career off with a loss. It's normal for the great fighters to have losses. I mean, it's just normal. This idea that you have to be perfect, it's childish. It's a childish sentiment that for the most part comes from people that really don't know the sport. Even if they watch it, even if they talk about it frequently, they don't have a feel for it yet, that when you fight enough good fighters for a long time, you're going to lose. I mean, Ali is a more casual, friendly example of how you can lose and people will still think you're great. But a less known example is Sugar Ray Robinson, the father of the pound for pound. What is it? A guy who's referred to as the father of the pound for pound in many circles. He had losses in the double digits. That's his record. He had losses in the double digits. That happened because when you fight enough good fighters for a long enough amount of time, it's going to happen. Now, if you make off like a bandit to where you periodically retire, I know a couple of names are almost immediately going to come to mind. If you make off like a bandit in order to maintain your record. The real thing about it is you can do that and you can leave with that O intact, but people really won't remember you the way they remember other fighters, because it's the courage that really gets the people, that pulls at the heartstrings and makes people remember a fighter fondly, that they were willing to fight, they were willing to do it, even if it didn't work out, they were willing to do it. And no, we're not talking about strategic matchmaking that goes wrong, because there's a very big difference between Canelo Alvarez taking on a light heavyweight in his prime and, let's say, Wilder fighting Fury instead of Joshua. You had a legacy fight at your feet, and because you couldn't get the kind of money you wanted, you moved away from that fight. You picked Fury. You gave Fury a title shot. Those are not the same thing. Like, I see that conversation in some circles, and I'm just like, yo, boxing fans say any old dumb shit. I seen a dude say he respects Mikey Garcia's resume more than Canelo's. I'm like, yo, I can't even talk to a person like that. I don't take them seriously. They're obviously entitled to their opinions on boxing. I just don't want to hear them. I just don't want to see them. To be honest, if you have over 30 fights and you don't have a loss or to inhale every reason to believe you a cherry picker. Look at Zerto's resume. Zerto has close to 50 fights. Close to it. But what's his resume? Somebody name me 5 really good fighters that he fought. Look at Jaime Munguia's resume. He's got a lot. He fought a lot of people, dog. But who are they really, though? I think the best win on his resume that I think is a win that aged well, it has to be Liam Beefy Smith. That's a victory that aged well. It's just that that's probably one of the only victories that aged well, if not the only victory that aged well. I'm going to bring Zerto up. I know you like him, but I got to bring him up. I know he got the novella hair. I know he got the debonair good looks, the novella hair. He real toy, real strong. But Zerto ain't fight shit, man. And, his legacy, if he has one, it suffers for it. Hopefully that changes, though. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it changes. Sugar Ray Robinson had 199 fights and only 19 losses. Iconic. You goddamn right. Goddamn right. One of the things that makes boxing the perfect microcosm for life is you don't have to be perfect, but people will still love you. Kind of like your family. You have family members. They're not perfect, but you love them because they're family. There's a relationship, or there's a parallel there between fighters and fight fans. That there are a lot of fighters. They're not perfect. They don't have perfect records, but they're remembered fondly for the courage they exhibited and the ability and the willingness, the gusto that, not to go back to the same old talking point, but look, Charlo's an unbeaten fighter. Right? His resume has no blemishes on it. So how come he doesn't have a following like I don't know, like a Miguel Cotto or like a Canelo Alvarez? How come he doesn't have that if he has an unblemished record and he's been fighting good fighters in good fights the way those guys have been fighting good fighters in good fights? Why doesn't he have a following like those guys had a following? Well, it's because he hasn't been fighting good fighters. He hasn't been in good fights. That's really what the difference is. Cotto, love him or leave him, was in good fights with good fighters. He fought Floyd, he fought Margarito 2 times, he fought Austin Trout, he fought Canelo Alvarez. He went up there. He fought an old Sergio Martinez. I understand that. But that old Sergio Martinez that he fought, he was a middleweight champion. So when you have a championship title, you have responsibilities. You're still expected to be in certain kinds of fights. That's why I don't devalue it. I don't read too much into it. I don't blow it out of proportion. I don't act like Cotto fought a prime Maravilla, but I'm just saying that, well, yeah, when you're a champion, you are expected to fight in certain fights. If Cotto didn't get him, somebody else would have. Golovkin was on his door, but they didn't want to do it. No, I wouldn't say that, Marcel. I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that fanboys in general, not specific to a group, because fanboys in general, it doesn't matter which fanboys we're talking about. Fanboys in general are difficult, but that's because they're stupid. Unintelligent people in general, outside of boxing, are difficult, you know? So when you think about fanboys, what you notice is that they're kind of stupid. So you know, that's really what we're addressing there. Which pound for pound guys could compete with the 15-round era and last in those real championship rounds? Only a few, to be honest. Only a few. The sport isn't exactly as it was. These people been waiting for almost 10 years for Canelo to lose, to bash him. Congratulations. Y'all waited for him to lose at light heavyweight, and he stands in at 5'7". Yeah, it's ridiculous and it's pathetic because they're bigging up these big for nothing guys and their stat padded resumes. I made a post on Twitter that I was like, yo, this dude whole career is a keep busy fight. And I was talking about David Benavidez. They're like, yeah, that dude whole career is a keep busy fight. Y'all keep trying to oversell him because you see him pouncing on no-hopers. You see him pounce on Romer Angulo and Kyron Davis and Ronald Ellis, and now he's about to fight David Lemieux. Am I supposed to be impressed? That guy's about 6'2", 6'3". Why am I supposed to be impressed by that? And then I see the way that Canelo Alvarez's victories have been devalued. The people, some of them, that were picking Caleb Plant to beat him, all of a sudden beating Caleb doesn't matter. Euro Tour, yada, 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 tribalist sentiments. When, for all intents and purposes, Caleb Plant would have been the best win on David Benavidez's resume. That's not cap. That's a fact. If he's such a nothing and such a no one, why did Samson want to wait to do the fight? All of that is on video. But once again, when you're dealing with stupid people, stupid things are going to get said and stupid things are going to happen. What's not stupid and what's not subject to debate is that Samson didn't want to put David in there with him straight away. He didn't. He said he wanted to wait. That's what he said. It's on camera. Seems to me that Canelo haters are more emotional about his loss than actual fans that pay to watch his fights. Well, those guys don't pay to watch his fights, you know? Crazy how these quote-unquote fans dismiss the 15-round era. They're not fans, bro. They're not fans. Like, we established that. I got screenshots of these guys that literally admit that they don't pay for shit. I have several screenshots, and I'm going to use them for something. I'm just collecting them right now. I have several screenshots of guys all on Twitter that they let it slip up. They admit, they confirm really what I've been telling you all along, that the loudest guys you see on social media about boxing are literally guys that don't pay for boxing. Like, think about that. You so hyped up that this person don't get accolades or that this person is not a bigger name when you the dummy that's stealing from them. You know, if they put a fight on pay-per-view and you steal it from them. And you don't care because you're a fucking lowlife. You don't got no fucking moral compass. You're a degenerate. Fucking degenerate not going to have no moral compass. I've spent hella money on the zone. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, so va, you know? Like, it's just common sense. If you want good programming, if you want things to continue, you know, you got to support. That's how that works. You got to support. They're moral. Yeah, they don't got, like really, the shit is, I don't even want to make it seem like moral compass. Moral compass is not the right word. The word I'm really looking for is they don't have no code. Ellos lo que son es una basura, que no sirven para nada, pura nada. Nada más hablando mierda, pura mierda. Todos los días hablando mierda. Just to be fucking stealing pay-per-views of all things. My guy, I got jeans that cost more than a fucking pay-per-view. How broke are you? To be fair, Zerto has been calling out Bivol. I doubt he beats him, but he said he does want to fight. Mira, manín, yo me imagino que ahora él quiere esa pelea porque no tiene muchas opciones. On Golden Boy, they don't really have nobody for him to fight. So maybe ahora él quiere esa pelea. Pero yo me recuerdo en 2020, en la pandemia, ellos le ofrecieron esa pelea and he didn't take it. Y eso fue antes que él firmó con Oscar. Eso fue antes de eso. Que ellos le ofrecieron la pelea, No la quiso coger. He went to Golden Boy y después ahí otra vez con el vivo. Mira, manín, no me digas a mí que they didn't offer you that, porque yo sé muy bien que ellos te lo ofrecieron. You just didn't want to take it then, probably because the money wasn't great, but you didn't want to take it then. No me digas. Tú estabas en Top Rank con todos los light heavyweight, all those guys, you was over there, y tú te fuiste. So, I don't be believing, Zerto. Ahora lo que yo veo es que ese tipo está desesperado porque él no tiene título and they don't have no light heavyweights at Golden Boy for him to really fight. You know what I mean? They don't really have no high profile fights for him. El otro lío es que, okay, ahora él está diciendo que él quiere pelear con este tipo, con el Dimitri Bivol, ¿verdad? Está bien, pelea con ese tipo, pero ¿quién va a ser el promotor? Porque Bivol is the A-side to you, especially now that he beat Canelo Alvarez. He's definitely the A-side to you. You know, you don't really have a name like that, not like him. Toda esa gente que vinieron to support Canelo Alvarez, toda esa gente en the arena, toda esa gente que ordenaron el pay-per-view, todo el mundo, esa legion of fans, they saw Dimitri Bivol in action. Y ahora ellos lo conocen. Ellos saben what he's capable of. So now he has a profile that he didn't have. He actually has more of a profile than you. You know what I mean? He's going to be the A-side. Not just because he's the champion, but because he's been in a bigger fight than you have ever been in. So is Golden Boy Promotions. Ellos lo van a mandar para Matchroom. Porque si tú quieres esa pelea, that's what the fuck you have to do. That's what the fuck you have to do. Really feel for Canelo. Dude is getting crucified for trying to be great. Eso es la verdad. Ese tipo un bobo, man. Ese tipo el Chapulín Colorado. Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe he does, bro. I don't know. Maybe he does. Probably does beat him again at 168. Nobody can A-side Bivol at 175. Yeah, nobody can. Not even Artur. Nobody can. Not even Artur. Con esa pelea, peleando con Canelo Álvarez y ganándole en el 175, ya él se hizo el A-side to everybody. He's the A-side. Even if Artur gets 3 belts and a Gucci belt, still an A-side to you, bro. He beat Canelo. You beat Joe. He beat Joe before you beat Joe. You can't A-side him, bro. You can't A-side him, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep it light tonight. I'm not going to have 10 people on the panel tonight. I'm going to just try to keep it light because I don't plan on being live for too long. I just wanted to share a few thoughts about things that I see that I don't want to keep making videos about. I don't want to keep rehashing it in segments. Fellas, I ain't letting 10 people up here. I'm just letting you know now. And yeah, man, it's just like I see the hate that he's getting and it's kind of like, yo, y'all just hate that dude is brave, is what I see. Y'all hate that he brave, one, and y'all hate that he's popular because you got big for nothing motherfuckers like David Benavidez that you 6'3" and you still don't want to go to fucking light heavyweight. You 6'3", fam. What the fuck you waiting for? What the fuck are you waiting for? You know what I mean? And you will make you mad. See, if Canelo was doing bad, if he wasn't a draw, if he wasn't selling and he wasn't popping, then y'all wouldn't give a fuck about him. So what that tell me is it's the success that you're jealous of. It's the envy. You know what I mean? That you got any variety of guys that still got they O. But Canelo, with his loss, now his 2 losses, is still more popular than them cats you try to prop up. And ain't no motherfucking way around that. Whenever he returns to the ring, whenever he decides to come back, whoever he decides to fight, whether it's Gennady or Bivol, is still going to be bigger than any of the quote-unquote big shit y'all be talking about. Y'all motherfuckers got to sit there and lie about pay-per-views and pay-per-view sales. That's how fucking pathetic y'all are. Y'all really got to sit there and lie about shit like that. That is fucking sad. You know what I mean? That's some real, that is some real belly hater shit. Like, I don't like that shit. Drop a dime on that shit. Canelo craves the purity of combat and embraces boxing as a martial art, goes for the greatness. It's not even that complex, Drew. It's that he not a bitch. Put simply, he fought Lara, who he didn't need, who didn't bring no money to the table. And most people forget that Lara didn't have a belt neither. He fought Lara because Lara talking greasy and I'm not a bitch. That's literally like, yo, you're not gonna come up here and make me look bad in front of these people. We gonna shoot these shits. And did Charlo fight Lara? Did any of them? Did Andre fight Lara? Nah, they asked y'all to fight that same cat, and y'all got mad stories about why it can't happen. Nah, that's my man. Nah, he my friend. Nah, he bought. Like, yeah, I hear that shit. I hear that shit. Shit like that is why y'all don't have fans, though. I'm just being real with you. Motherfuckers not going to like that, but I'm being real. That's why y'all don't have fans. That's literally why. Motherfuckers don't fuck with that shit. You think motherfuckers going to come out of pocket to watch you play it safe? No. Fuck make you think that? Do you see a lot of motherfuckers playing it safe, selling out and shit like that? Nah, not really. Not a lot, you know what I mean? Not a lot. I'll put it that way. The only one I could think of that could sell tickets and not fight shit is Gervonta Davis. Because he still could sell tickets. He could sell 14,000, 15,000 tickets, just not fighting shit. But it ain't a whole lot of that going on, though. Like, it ain't like, outside of him, who else is really doing that, though? You know what I mean? Shit like that is why motherfuckers don't sell. You still got motherfuckers trying to talk up that Derevyanchenko fight. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck you trying to fool with that shit, bro? Jacobs beat that dude. Golovkin had a war with that dude. You gonna come in after all of that and we post a ooh and ah. Like, nah, ain't nobody oohing and eyeing off that shit. Your faction of supporters did not buy that fight. I don't want to hear it. They didn't buy the fight, bro. For all that arguing, which is why I don't argue on Twitter no more. All that arguing is for the birds. You broke motherfuckers don't buy shit. We prove that. When Davis fight Rolly, I'm going to be on Twitter. And I'm going to see who is posting receipts. And if I don't see no receipts, I already know. I don't need to see the receipt. I know you're not going to buy the fight. You bum motherfuckers. It's all talk. It's all talk. All motherfucking talk. You know what I mean? It's all talk. Motherfuckers will sit there and die on the hill over a fighter. Don't even buy they fight, you goofy bastards. The main shit is that motherfuckers is jealous. Because motherfuckers don't take time out to do all of that for somebody that's doing bad. You only really do all of that because somebody has fallen from grace. And you was waiting for them to fall from grace. Kind of like how you see they hating on Kevin Samuels for telling people things they didn't want to hear, but they needed to hear. It's literally the same thing. The people that's hating on Kevin Samuels is the people that he was talking about, is the people that he was basically underneath, that he turned his nose up at. They're like, nah, y'all motherfuckers is mediocre. He was talking to guys and girls, but they tried to paint him out to be a bad guy for telling people, fix your fucking life, B. You got other shit that you need to fix before you worry about relationships. You not fit to be in a relationship. You want a high value what? You better get a value meal because you not fit. Not fucking fit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of crazy shit, man. But the amount of energy, and I guess what's nauseating about the shit is you see how these parasites still make money off that man's name. They find a way to ride the wave that he created with his legacy in one way, shape, or form or another. They can't not make videos about that shit because if you was talking about some other shit, you ain't gonna get the same amount of clicks. You ain't gonna get the same amount of clicks talking about that bullshit that you interested in. You ain't gonna get the same amount of clicks. Go ahead, make some Wilder videos. Go ahead, man. Make a video about Frankie Sanchez, B. Make a video about that shit. That smooth boxing. Make that shit. So you want to watch that shit. That's what motherfuckers really hate, though. Like, I'm keeping it a being with y'all. Motherfuckers really hate that for all that shit. People don't want to watch that shit, bro. I don't give a shit how you fucking decorate the shit. People don't want to watch that shit. I don't care what you fucking call that shit. Motherfucker, you think I'm up at 12 a.m. to watch you just... Nah, I'm not. I'm telling you I'm not. I'm here for the brutality. That's why when Edgar fight Romer, I'm staying up for that. Because I know Romer's not perfect. And Romer is old. But Romer can crack. And Edgar, he might get stretched in front of the whole Wepa community. He might get stretched. In his next fight, yeah, he might. Because that Dominican dude he about to fight, he got a lot of knockouts. And Steve Rose had you looking crazy. If I'm up at 12 in the morning, I want to see somebody get hit, man. I ain't bullshitting. I want to see somebody get hit. And I ain't going to apologize for that. You know why? Because I gave you my money. I give you my money, right? So I'm a consumer. As a consumer, yeah, I get to say my shit. I'm not no motherfucking leech. I ain't no freeloader. Ain't no crack streams and boogie book. Nah, I'm a consumer, fam. If I'm up that fucking late, I'm trying to see somebody get punched right in their face. And you gonna get my money. You know what I mean? Straight like that. They root for Benaduquez and Zerto, calling Canelo a cherry picker, while those two huge guys don't fight, and Agent better be even Bivol. But it's so, yeah, fam. Yeah. That's why I'm like, yo, I see that it's hate, and it comes from a place of hate. Like, look, at the end of the day, it's something that we watch. It's a sport. It's very fun. For me, it's been very lucrative. It's still very lucrative, you know, so I give back because of how lucrative it is. I have no problem. You know what I mean? But it's like for these cats, it comes from a place of resentment. They're like, why he's so popular? He lost to Floyd. Why he's so popular? Because at the end of the day, what speaks to you, right, and who you are is bitch assness. So if you got a bitch ass way of living life, you probably not even gonna have no money, because what they say, scared money don't make money. And you just got a bitch ass way of living life, and like a bitch ass way of looking at life. You know, you just like a lot of bitch ass shit. You see a motherfucker run behind a security guard, and you don't even. So that and somebody ducking that. You gonna make videos. See, this is the thing. You gonna get clicks for your whack shit. Don't get it twisted, because it's free. When it's free, everybody come out. But when it's time to pay money, the numbers, they don't be the same. They not gonna be the same, because motherfuckers with paper to blow, you know, disposable income. In a manner of speaking, the bitch assness don't speak to them. It speaks to you. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, it's not even, I don't want to keep going back to you know, just, everything is flawed. Like, no. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these cats is grown ass men that make decisions for themselves. We cannot say that they are following a blueprint that he set, or a set of steps that he created when he was fighting people. They are not. You know what I mean? Look, Floyd had that close fight with Castillo, but he fought Castillo for a second time. Did Charlo fight Korobov for a second time? No. Everybody know you lost that fight, but you gonna make off like a bandit, right? And then you think people gonna fuck with you? You want to sell people a dream about David, 6'2", 6'3" David, squeezing into an extra small t-shirt so he could keep fighting little people. And you like, really? Your whole shit is a keep busy fight. I'm on some shit tonight. Your whole shit is a keep busy fight. Your whole shit is a keep busy fight. Think about it. Romer Angulo, Kyron Davis, Ronald Ellis, fucking, and now you fighting David Lemieux. Yeah, that's much better than going to light heavyweight. How could a little ass man that ain't but 5'7" if he ain't 5'6"? He could go to light heavy. Like, nah, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna see what it do. But your big for nothing ass over here fighting David Lemieux. Motherfucking shit, yo. You fucking 6'3" fighting David Lemieux, B. That's fucking crazy to me that they let him get away with it. Like, really? He said he a pro boxer just for the cardio. That shit is wild to me, bro. Like, y'all really gonna let him fight David Lemieux, who don't even got the haircut no more, the haircut that made him famous. That's fucking nuts, B. Y'all let a lot of bitch ass shit. Y'all just like a lot of whack shit. And you mad that people with money don't like the whack shit. That's what I really see. Cause look, the metrics, money talks, fam. And when you see that attendance for like a Canelo, well, that's the money. That's the money. You know what I mean? Because money talks. Like, motherfuckers ain't paying all that bread to see you play it safe. The fuck? Motherfuckers ain't gonna stay up all late to see you play. Like, really, fam? You gotta fight David Lemieux. You turned down David Morrell to fight David Lemieux. You fighting the wrong fucking David, fam. And then y'all gonna sell David Morrell. Oh, Canelo gotta fight David Morrell, David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo, Dimitri. Like, he gotta fight all these motherfuckers. He skipped all that by fighting someone that they would not fight. Because that's what Dimitri Bivol is. And I ain't wait until after the fight to say that. I've been saying that the whole time. These cats would not go up there to fight this dude. That shit is not some new shit. I started saying after Saturday. I've been saying, they don't want to go up there. Why the fuck you think? I don't give a shit what the fuck a motherfucker said about some sparring. A lot of motherfuckers spar. Mad more people spar than you realize. Sparring ain't fighting. It's a reason David is still squeezing down to an extra small so he can fight the David Lemieux of the world. Corny ass shit. The only one, I ain't gonna say he ducked Andre, because if I say that, that would be like saying it's something in him for him to duck. No, it's not, fam. You had to go through the gears for Liam Williams. You had to go through the gears for Jack Culkay at 154 pounds. No, all right? No. He fought a guy that you would not risk it against. So why would I think that he got bitch in him when he willing to fight people that you not? He already did that with Lara. He fought Lara just because Lara was bumping his gums, because Lara didn't bring no money to the table, didn't bring no fans, no fanfare, right? You ain't got no belt. So he just fought you for the fuck of it because you bumping your fucking gums. When they ask you, nah, Lara a last resort. He boring. Well, I dig it. It's your prerogative. Hey. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, none of that shit. I'm just saying, Eson, that karma and the universe, it sees all things. It sees all. And all I see is, look, Canelo fought people, and you didn't have to ask him to do it, that these guys didn't want to fight. Charlo didn't want to fight Jacobs. Andre didn't want to fight Lara. Right now, Dimitri Bivol got a for real profile. Real for real name value. Which one of them is going to say, yo, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to show you how to do it? I bet you none of them do. I bet you not one. Not one. The shit is disgraceful. If he beat the man that was the man to beat, which one of y'all going to go up there and do that? Now, I know what y'all going to do. Y'all still going to chase around this same little redheaded mother. Y'all still going to do it. You still going to do it. Because you cornballs and your managers are idiots. Like, if I'm Al Heyman, listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, Charlo. All right? You need to fight David, bro. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear it. If you don't fight David, you going back down to $500,000 purses, fam. If that. Like, we gonna start fucking with your bread if you don't do some real shit. Because the shit you doing is not really, it's not selling tickets. It's not getting views. Motherfuckers know you on Easy Street. We can't fool them. We done got all the smoke and mirrors and the smoke and all of that. We done did all that. So now you need to do something real. All right? You need to fight that dude, B. And if you don't want to fight that dude, all right, cool. You can sit on the shelf and we gonna take your purses down to $300,000 a fight. Because ain't no motherfucking way I gotta be paying you all this bread to be fighting fucking what the fuck he Suzuki. That's why I know. That's why that is why Bob drives a hard bargain. That's why he like, yo, you gotta earn your bread out here, fam. It's a business. You gotta earn your bread. Yeah, everybody can't get what they want. I can't get what the fuck I want. We all on the same boat. Everybody can't get what the fuck they want. But if I gotta be spending bread to promote you and your fights, yo, I need to be getting something back for that, fam. And I ain't just gonna be out here giving you all this bread, fucking Montiel. You crazy, fam. You crazy. You could have been fighting Benavidez last year. There's plenty of time to do that fight. You fought once. Fuck, I look like man, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take you down to 100,000 purses. Oh, you got a belt? So fucking what you got a belt, bro? Motherfuckers don't care that you got a belt, because so what? You know what I mean? We gonna take you down to 100,000. Now, if you willing to fight David, I'll put some O's on that bitch. But if you not, you get the fuck on. All right? Because this ain't a motherfucking charity. Fucking shit. If they care, they pay to see you. Simple as. Simple as. If they care, if the shit you doing, if motherfuckers care about that shit, they gonna pay. If they don't care about that shit, then they not gonna pay. And if they not gonna pay, the fuck I look like giving you all that money? Fuck the fuck? You wildin'. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers got the only super soft toilet tissue fights. Super soft, super wet nap fights. Wipe your ass with them shits. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, fam. Fuck is y'all talking about? And you got these clowns on YouTube really trying to hype these motherfuckers up. Only reason they doing it is because of the super chat and the AdSense. That's the only reason they doing that shit. Because for all them motherfucking videos motherfuckers pump out every day, don't none of that shit show up in the buys. Motherfucker make 30 Javante Davis's pound for pound videos so that the fight will do 240 buys or whatever it do. Pumping out fucking 30 videos a day about a motherfucker and the fight still do shitty ass numbers. 240's not. Yes, it is shitty. What the fuck are you talking about, fam? That is shitty. The fuck you talking about? You acting like that motherfucker Liberace or Julio Iglesias. Those ain't Julio Iglesias numbers. Ain't no motherfucking Julio Iglesias numbers. Motherfucking UFC pay-per-views doing all right. Y'all motherfuckers over there celebrating 225 and 240. Dumbass shit. Jules, who do you consider a better prospect at 135? Jose Valenzuela, Frank Martin. Out of those two, Frank Martin. Yeah, like I used to look, I used to say this, right, Rick? I used to say that maybe David want them fights, but it's the promoters and the managers and all that shit getting in the way. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of saying that shit. Because at the end of the day, the manager worked for you and the promoter worked for you. And what kind of fucking contract do you have that it hasn't fucking ended yet? Like, you hear about a contract getting renewed all the time with other promotional outfits because they don't got them dick in the booty contracts that these cats got. Like, what kind of fucking contract do you have, fam? When are you gonna change the scene? That shit don't. I'm like, yo, what kind of contract you got? Because I'm like, when does your shit end? Did you see Cutie Katie Taylor? Or yeah, man, I seen that, man. Love me some Katie Taylor, man. One day I'm gonna get up the heart to do an interview, man. One day. But I would be too starstruck because I'm like, yo, I followed the fighter career since she went pro. It would be like meeting Elvis or some shit. I don't even know, Eson. I'm just like, yo, whatever kind of contract they got, it must be some old real for real dick in the booty type contract. Because I'm like, yo, what they got you for 7 years? What they got you for 20 fights? What kind of contract did your manager sign? What kind of contract did they walk you into? Because I see fighters, look, Demetrius Andre's tenure at Matchroom, it came and went, right? So now he's a free agent again. How is it that he went from Joe LaGuardia to Matchroom and this motherfucker's still at the PBC, still not fighting shit? Think about that, Eson. David Benavidez, from the time that Demetrius was with Star Promotions and Joe LaGuardia to the time that he went to Matchroom in 2018 till right now in 2022, David, you still with the PBC? Still? What kind of contract you got, fam? And we know you tried to get out of that shit because you tried to go to Top Rank. What kind of old fucking fist in the ass contract you got, fam? We know he tried to get away. We know he tried to jump ship. I'm like, yo, whatever contract they got is parallel to a fist right up the fucking ass. Because I'm like, yo, you've been with these motherfuckers forever. They don't have no light heavyweights for you to fight. Aren't you tired of having to cut down to 168? That you not tired of that shit yet? That shit is crazy to me, fam. If he go to Top Rank, or if he would have went to Top Rank, he wouldn't have to squeeze into them extra small shirts anymore. He wouldn't have to do that because you would have light heavyweight fights that you could have. But what I see is, hey, I'd rather make 168 than let Better Beef punch me in my shit. That's what I see, and that's how I see the shit. I would rather keep squeezing down to 68, drinking water and eating apples, than fight Better Beef, than fight Joe Smith Jr., than fight Bivor. I would rather do that. Let me just drink this water and spritz some lemon in it, and I'm going to eat an apple for the whole day. I'd rather do that than go to fucking 175. That's facts, Johnny. That's facts. Because I'm like, yo, I remember about 3 years ago, they said that, yo, he tried to go to Top Rank. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. If he go to Top Rank, he could fight Zerto. Bang. Then they pulled him back in. And I'm like, all right, well, I see that he probably wanted to leave, but he probably wasn't at liberty to leave. So I'm like, all right. But that showed me that, like, yo, you tried to get away. A motherfucker eating fucking apples and drinking water. The apples and water diet. Like they say in prison, doing hard time. Prison boxing. Yo, real shit. That motherfucker's contract is like a bid. Like, they whole contract is like a bid. Where they probably got pictures of him wearing Oscar's fishnets or some shit. Cause I'm like, yo, that shit gotta be killing that dude making that weight, fam. Like, he too big to be still fucking around in that division, B. Motherfucker asks, yo, what's his best win? With a straight face, they'll tell you Anthony Durrell. With a straight face, Anthony Durrell. The dude that had to go through the gears with Avni Yildirim. That's the best win he got. Anybody seen that Darrell Yildirim fight? If you haven't seen that shit, watch that shit. They get mad at Canelo, who finished that dude easy. He finished as soon as he wanted to finish that dude, he finished that dude. Darrell had a real for real fight with that dude. Like, you really fighting. You really got to fight Avni Yildirim. And that's David Best win. Anthony Darrell. Shit is a goddamn circus out here. He big enough to go to Cruiser if he want to. Yeah, real shit. Go to Cruiser. Fight Lunga Makabu. That's better than the motherfuckers you been fighting. Motherfuckers was so mad when they heard Lunga Makabu. I'm like, yo, how you mad when your man is fighting David Lemieux? How can you be mad at that? Your man is fighting David Lemieux. Your other man, yo, the funny shit is if I'm Carlos Adames, I would be mad as shit. If I'm Carlos Adames, I would be mad as shit. Because he supposed to get a title shot. He supposed to get that. He was the WBC. He's supposed to be an eliminator, all that shit. How Suzuki get a title shot before me? I thought I was on the right side of the street. Suzuki getting a title shot. What the fuck I'm getting? That's fucking nuts, B. If I'm him, I'm mad as shit. If I'm him. But he ain't got a lot of options because when he lost that Teixeira fight, Top Rank cut his ass like, oh, we can't use you. Sorry. If you can't make it past this kind of guy, we don't need you, fam. And that's why I fuck with them. Because, yeah, B, that's it's tough, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that. Like, yeah, bro, we thought you was going to win. You know, we put you in a position to fight for a title, but you let the Brazilian cat beat you, so we can't use you, fam. Because we know where he at. I think he got knocked out by Curtis Stevens or somebody. I forgot who knocked him out. Not yet. Oh, yeah, low key. They ordered the shit between Cruz and Ryan, but we'll see what happened with that shit. I already did a segment on that shit. We'll see what happened with that bullshit because ain't nothing about that situation changed. And both of them is a bunch of cornflakes. Like, I don't think Cruz is scared of Ryan. I don't think that. I think that Showtime don't want to send him over. That's the problem. I don't think Cruz scared of Ryan. Like, bro, who's scared of Ryan Garcia, fam? Anybody worried about that cat? He'll probably have a nervous breakdown before that fight. Another one. Is it taking everything in me not to do it? Yo, listen, B. Ryan Garcia is Ryan Garcia. If Ryan don't pull out, Sean will pull Cruz out. Sean Gibbons, because Sean the one that fucked it up. Like, I'm not defending Ryan for the sake of defending Ryan. It's just that that's literally what happened. Sean Gibbons fucked that up. He fucked that up. I see that Ryan taking the heat for that like it was cap. No, I don't think it's cap. Like, it's a lot of money in that fight if you could do it. Motherfucking Ryan did 1.5 mil at the gate with a manual to go. If you could get Isaac Cruz in the ring, you could do a way better gate than that. But Sean Gibbons don't want to let him do it. That's what that fucking shit is. Sean don't want to let Cruz go to the zone. He'd rather have him fighting Gamboa on Showtime. Is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really think that Isaac Cruz is scared of Ryan Garcia, but it's politics in that shit. Like, yeah, like you don't make your own decisions, and we can see that because if you ain't scared of Ryan, which I don't think he's scared of Ryan at all, I don't, but you don't make your own decisions. If you did, you'd be headlining with Ryan, not co-maining with Gamboa. I think I remember Charlo on an episode of Scared Straight, and a little kid smelled pussycat, and he was like, I can't go in because the door isn't open all the way. Yeah, fuck around before he put the peroxide in his hair. Motherfuckers is 31 years old putting peroxide in their hair. And these motherfuckers is really like, yo, you really glorifying that. That's crazy to me, fam. That motherfucker is 31 putting peroxide in his hair. Motherfucking Texas Cisco Da, 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 da. I love it when the beat go. Let me know. Da, 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 da. Fucking wow, B. Motherfuckers will really sit there and die on the hill over that shit. Like, yo, you really think you really like really? I don't even know what to say. That shit is crazy to me, man. But I'll tell you what, man. Shout out to Mr. D. Lope. It's the stipends. Yeah, but the stipends ain't a lot, fam. I imagine that the stipends is anywhere between 5 to 6 figures and not on the high end of 6 figures. I imagine that the stipend could be anything as low as $50,000 to as high as $100,000. But I don't imagine that the stipends is like $500,000 here. Another, I don't imagine that. I don't imagine that. And the whole act of paying them in stipends lets me know that something is going on with the pot. That all that money is part of a bigger pot, and you be doing something with that pot. That's what that tell me, because why the fuck would you have to pay motherfuckers that way in stipends? Fuck, like, what? Motherfucker just fought. Give him his purse. The fuck are you doing? Motherfucker just fought. You get the bread. What you doing with the bread? Investing it and then losing it. Shit is crazy. Shit is it's wild, man. But like I said, man, a lot of that toxic shit, it's funny to talk about and post about it and discuss it. But in the end, it really ain't about shit, because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And a lot of these cats, they ain't buying none of them fucking fights. It's like, what the fuck am I talking to you for? You don't buy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck I look like sitting here having a whole thing. I said it yesterday, like, yo, I don't be arguing with people on Twitter no more. If you don't want to come on and debate live where I could monetize this shit and make bread, stay the fuck away from me, fam. I don't give a fuck what you think about boxing. I woke up yesterday, motherfucker, first thing in the morning. It's like 10:30, 10:40 in the morning. I ain't even eat breakfast yet. Motherfucker quote says something. I'm like, yo, it's mad early. Have you even had breakfast yet? Or are you at work worrying about what I tweet? Like, and you old as shit. Motherfucker had the nerve to say he looked younger than me. Fam, you look fucking old. If you are younger than me, then you should be ashamed of your old looking self. Fucking old. Look at me, I don't look a day over 25. Really, I'm 500. Fuck you gonna tell me I look old. Old ass motherfucker. Julius, give my beloved Glasgow Rangers a shout out. Shout out to the motherfucking Rangers. Fly high like an eagle. Shout out to Hannah Rankin. Shout out to Scotland. Shout out to the Highlands. She gonna be defending her title this Friday against Phoenix Ayayalala. And I got Hannah winning the fight, points decision, so she can move into that Natasha Jonas fight. And I'ma love that fight. In 10 years, we're gonna get all the truth regarding the PBC slave contracts and their payment plans. Fucking facts, because it's gonna end up on 30 for 30 on ESPN. This is how I went broke. Fucking with Al Heyman. This is how I went broke. This is how I lost it all. How many people this Saturday are going to buy Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view? His pay-per-view exhibition match. Shit gonna be a fucking documentary, yo. This is how I lost it all. Fucking with Al. That's gonna be the name of the shit. Fucking with Al. This is how I lost it all. Featuring Floyd Mayweather. I was thinking about buying it because of Persoon versus Mekhaled. I really want to see that fight. It don't cost shit to fucking pay-per-view. It only costs like $15, I think. I still might buy the shit just because I want to see what happens with that fight. But principles, man, principles. Like, Floyd, you don't deserve my money for this cornball ass shit you doing, even if it is $15. But if it goes towards LM and Persoon, then I guess I wouldn't feel as bad. I wouldn't feel as bad. Adrian Bronier crying in the background. Gonna have teeth made out of wood by the time that she gonna look like George Washington. Floyd on a fucking helipad. Buy my NFT. No. Nobody wanna buy your NFT, fam. Nobody. No one. The fuck? Motherfuckers already heard about the crypto shit you did, fam. Them pump and dump schemes you was doing, fam. Like, nobody wanna buy NFT from you. What the fuck I'ma do with it? Imagine a motherfucker stupid enough to buy a Floyd NFT. And what the fuck am I going to do with it after that? Nobody want that shit. Got this NFT, yo. What's an NFT? A non-fungible token. What's that? Fucking goofball ass shit. I had nothing against Floyd until he said he was robbing the fans. I mean, really, if the shit is, look, he say that shit, and I'm like, yo, who buying your shit, though? Who buying your shit? The kind of shit, motherfuckers bought that. But all that other shit, nobody buying that shit. Who buying that shit? You must be robbing Jake Paul. I mean, yeah, Logan Paul's fans, because you ain't robbed me. I ain't buy that shit. Robbing the fans. You must be robbing him or his fans, because you ain't get a dime from me for that bullshit. Did he get any money from y'all for that bullshit? No way am I giving Floyd F for anything he offering. It's real shit. Like, fuck, I look like paying for an exhibition match with Logan Paul. Like, how much alcohol did I consume that day that I would pay to see that dumb shit? It's not the same as, see, when Mike and Roy did the shit, right? Mike is an icon, B. Mike is like Achilles in a bottle. He an icon. So just the idea of seeing Mike return, even if it's just one more time, even if it's an exhibition, it's still like, yo, but that's Mike though, fam. It's fucking Mike Tyson, fam. It's Mike Tyson, fam. I don't gotta say shit. I don't gotta describe it. It's Mike Tyson. I don't have to describe it. I don't know who he fighting. It's Mike Tyson. Obviously, we all knew he was fighting Roy Jones, but it's Mike Tyson, fam. That's off top. Off top with all the 80s heads. With all the guys that came up seeing Mike ended up seeing Roy come through too. It was perfect. The shit was perfect. Like, yeah, you could sell that because people love them. They love Mike. They love Roy. Like, who don't love Roy, fam? To know Roy is to love Roy. Who don't love Roy? As a fighter, as a commentator, just as a general person, the Capricornian energy, the goodness. To know Roy is to love Roy. So yeah, people, fighters that people like, sell. Floyd, you got famous not being liked. So now that you retired and you ain't really fighting, who likes you to buy your shit? You gotta lean on Logan for his YouTube subscribers and his Instagram followers to put money in your pocket, because boxing fans ain't gonna pay to see you. They want to see boxing matches. Anybody bought that shit must be a Logan Paul fan, because I know I ain't buy that shit. I didn't. I got Buatsi in that shit. I think the pedigree, the power, and the fact that Craig starts off a bit slow in fights, that he could be a little bit lax, that you got to touch him for him to really switch on, that's kind of making me lean towards Buatsi. 50-50 fight, but 50-50 fight ain't no wrong answer. Al got a copy of Don King's old contracts. Roy was too good of a fighter to be as good of a commentator. Yo, he's too goddamn good, man, but he's a Capricorn. He gonna be good at everything he do because he's a Capricorn. That's how we are. At everything we do. Whatever we do, we're good at it. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Roy. Sandy Ryan puzzling flat performance loss was down to cutting weight incorrectly. I don't agree with that all boxed up. I think what it really was is Sandy's used to getting respect when she hit a girl But she came up against somebody that has a lot of experience, that they know how to weather a shot and they know what to do. What Erica did is take the fight to Sandy. Like, nah, I'm not going to shell up and clam up just because you tall and you hit hard. I fought punches before. You haven't. So I'm going to take it to you. And that's what I saw. That Sandy was looking for one punch to do her, but it's going to take more than one punch to do Erica Farias, because she fought Persoon ain't get knocked out. She fought Breakers ain't get knocked out. She fought people that, if they hit you right, they'll take you out. What Erica did was she flustered her with activity. Like, you looking for one punch to do me, and I'm not giving you the chance to just hit me with one shot. I'm all in your shit. I'm crowding you. I will say, I have Sandy winning a rematch, and I have Sandy winning a rematch by way of knockout, because at least Sandy know now, yo, I gotta put them together on this one. I can't just look for one to do it. I gotta put them together. I gotta come out hard and fast and get this old broad out of here. So I think Sandy gonna do it in a rematch. No, I know that's no. I know I all boxed up. I know that's what he said, but I think it was more than that. Honestly, what I saw is that Sandy looked a little bit flustered because of the activity from Farias. That Farias, she ain't come to lay down. She here to fight, and she not gonna make it easy for you. So that's kind of what I saw. But I think Sandy could get it right in a rematch. I do think that. I'm gonna be real with you. If that's the question, yes, there is a chance. If the question is there a chance? Yeah, there's a chance. She's big for 147, man. And her power carried all the way up the middleweight. She's big for 147, bro. I heard on the grapevine that's the fight. My internal sources, they told me that's the fight. That's who she gonna fight. And that's a good-ass fight. I don't know if it's done, but I know that's what I was told. I know somebody told me that. Somebody that knows Alma, they told me that. But I didn't, I didn't hear it from Rick, so I ain't gonna act like I heard it from Rick. Rick ain't, unless I heard it from Rick, then I don't know. And in which case, all I could tell you is what I was told. Somebody told me that's gonna be the fight. So we'll see. More awful commentary on the zone, country. Yeah, I like that she taking that rematch, man. Cause she with the motherfucking shit. She one of them she like a street person. Like, I could see that, like, she a street person, but from the UK, but she like a street person, because I see the streets. I see the cobblestones. I see the Donnybrooks. Put them up, put them up, put them up. I see that. The toughness, the grit, the determination, the tenacity. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course you can, Jack. Of course you can. That's not too late. I heard some motherfuckers ain't start till 21. It's late, but it's not too late. But it is late, but it's not too late. Like, nah, you get yourself a boxing license, do your thing, and beat the shit out of people, yo. You know what I mean? Take that aggression and turn it into money, yo. Take that focus and that drive and that energy and turn it into dollars. Then turn them dollars into bricks of cocaine and flip those bricks. And then the money that you get from flipping those bricks, buy a property and launder the money through the property. All right? This is how you do this thing. I'm just playing. It's just financial advice. Dwyer says Sergio Mora is the Dwyer be trolling. I really want to interview him, man. I've always liked his analysis. It's an alternative to some of the things that I be thinking sometimes. I got to get Dwyer on here. I just don't know how to contact him to get him on here. I would really like to have Dwyer on here. That's my dude. That's one of the few channels besides Beats, and is Beats, my man Jamie Bourne, the Punch Perfect, Mark, he stopped making videos because the experience of YouTube and just the vitriol, the toxicity of being online, it kind of got to him, so he just kind of stopped making videos for a little bit. I definitely understand, because the shit definitely gets toxic. It does get toxic after a while, arguing about shit like that when underneath it all, it's not even boxing some of these cats is talking about. Some of these cats is really fucking disturbed. I mean, he sounded good. Like he said he was going to go to he was actually here in the United States, unless I'm mistaken, over the weekend. He was actually here because I saw a tweet from him saying that he's going to a fight party several thousand miles away, and I'm like, oh shit, he probably coming to America. Jules, you could still contact Mark. Yeah, he still be on Twitter. He still be on Twitter. He went to a fight party for Canelo versus Bivol, and I'm pretty sure it was in the United States. I think it was. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, yo, it's just a lot of toxicity and negativity. But see, that's what I said this before. That look, in your day-to-day life, outside of this online digital environment, you don't talk to everybody. Because off top there are tells and signals that like I don't want everybody talking to me. Whereas the difference between online and reality is that you'll have people that you don't talk to try to talk to you. On Twitter, for example, like I said yesterday, dude added me. I don't talk boxing with you, fam. We ain't fucking cool. Why the fuck you talking to me? And it's the internet that makes you feel like you could do that because that's the etiquette on the internet. That's not the etiquette in real life. I have no desire in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, or in the twilight hours to talk to you about any fucking thing under the sun, bro. Aliens could be landing. I wouldn't tell you about it because I have no fucking desire to discuss anything with you. But you wake up in the morning, whether you on the East Coast where it's 10:41 or you on the West Coast where it's 8:41, in the morning, the first fucking thing you did, or one of the first fucking things you did, was worry about me. That's fucking sick, bro. It seems that unless you are running a narrative-based YouTube channel, you need to be thick-skinned to run a non... Yeah. And my skin is thick, fam. It's thick. You know what I mean? Because this online shit is like, yo, dog, all that shit that you be seeing, none of that shit is real. Well, fuck you. You ain't gonna do shit. And if you did do some shit, you would end up on a t-shirt. The way a lot of these cats behave, you will end up on a t-shirt. Like, a lot of that shit is like, yo, you must want to end up on a t-shirt. The way y'all carry on. And over what? Over what? Boxing? Fuck out of here, man. Like, all that like... Appreciate that, Rick. You know what I mean? Like, not even saying it like, oh, I'm the guillotine or the ram. I'm saying that the shit that I see people do online or the things that I see people say, in the right environment, it would take less than that for you to end up on a t-shirt. It's like you cursing at people and saying all these awful fucking things over what? Over boxing? All right. If it means that much to you, all right. Appreciate that, Luis. You know what I mean? A lot of that shit, I'm like, man, I am old. I am a family guy. I need to get back to the gym. My shoulder's still okay, but I'm getting a little dad bod. I'm getting a little dad gut, so I need to go. I want to get swole again. We'll see, man. I've been saying that shit for a minute. Haven't done it. I could do it. I got plenty of time. All I need is a good workout, a good comprehensive workout consisting of compound exercises, strength-based compound exercises. It doesn't take but an hour. I don't really do isolation exercises, or at least when I didn't do a whole lot of those because isolation exercises are more about building muscle and carving out muscle so that it meets a certain aesthetic, whereas strength-based exercises are all about performances. It's also you can move that car up that hill by yourself. So you could pick up that Corolla and throw it at somebody. And the way you do those exercises is very different. Short sets, short reps, lots of weight, and lots of food. And you in and out in an hour. If you want, like what I used to do is, when I started out, an hour, the most I'll do is 2. I don't need to do more than 2, And I would do it every other day. Every other day, and a different muscle group every other day. There were exercises that I did do regularly, like quads. I literally did quads every time I went. And I literally did back every time I went. Every time. Always did back and quads. I'm old, fam. I've been on this planet many, many years. Seen many, many television shows. I saw Thunder in Paradise. Playing with him, you gotta pass him with your life. Nobody remember Hulk Hogan was on a show where he had a boat, and it was called Thunder in Paradise. And Kiki from the Apollo, she was on that show. She had a fake Jamaican accent in the show. Nobody remembers that. I remember that. Thunder in Paradise. He had the black bandana, shirt without the sleeves. Michael Dudikoff from American Ninja. He used to have a TV show. I remember Michael Dudikoff because American Ninja was my shit. Motherfuckers don't remember Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas. Start off, he on the chopper. He was a cop and good at his job. But he fucked his wife really hard. And something happened. And now he's in the desert, Reno, Nevada. Motherfuckers don't remember them old Saturday and Sunday TV shows. Channel 9, Channel 11, Xena the Warrior Princess, Cleopatra 2525, Hercules. Motherfuckers don't remember all that shit. I remember all that shit because I have been alive for many, many years. Motherfuckers don't remember Biker Mice from Mars. Motherfuckers don't remember Beetleborgs. We are VR. Hit the watch. Turn into a cheap suit. Ryan Garcia would shock Bud with his blindingly good... Shit. Once Xena came on, I used to watch Xena, man. Her and Gabrielle, they used to be in the forest. Gabrielle had the stick. She learned how to fight. Had the stick, cut her hair. They started scissoring each other. It took a couple of seasons for them to start scissoring each other. Because at first, Xena used to like guys and Gabrielle. And then after a while, it turned into some other shit. Her and Xena start scissoring each other in the forest. Because Xena, oh my God, you're my hero. That's real shit. That was late into the show, too. Like, the weird thing about Xena is they tried to combine theology. It started out a show that was set in ancient Greece with ancient Greek gods and goddesses. And then they started shifting into different mythologies like Norse mythology and Judeo-Christian mythology. The way the show ended, right? You don't see Zeus and, it's literally some God and Satan type shit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. What direction is the show going? Yeah, they were scissoring each other in the forest, B. Oh, Xena, here are the girders. Yeah, Lucy Lawless was bad, man. Lucy Lawless was bad, man. Supreme being with the sharp mind and the pinpoint mental gymnastics around the comprehensive boxing scene. Aye! You know what I'm saying? I should put that on the card. The Confessor. Steven Rivas. When I was little, it was Speed Racer. My shit was Sonic, but not the Sonic on Channel 11. The Sonic on Channel 7 that only came on once a week on Saturday morning. Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, that was my shit, man. I used to wait for that shit. ¿Qué onda? Lo mismo, manín. I am still ratio playing. Ow! But yeah, yo. Yeah, I used to watch Xena and shit. It was a decent show. But they, like I said, they went in a direction to where, yo, is this shit even about Greek mythology anymore? Because it started out being about Greek mythology. Ares, Aphrodite, Zeus, Hera, all that. And y'all went way left. Y'all started out with the Norse shit. Y'all got into the Odin and the Thor and the Grendel and the Bavel or the Bulvi. And it went from Bulvi to Judeo-Christian themes, God and Satan, angels and demons. One of the last episodes, Xena gotta get wings or some shit. She trying to become an archangel. I'm like, yo, y'all really went way left field with this fucking show. Like, y'all just writing anything now. Like, fuck it, yo. We gonna do that Xena meet Jesus. We gonna do that Xena meets the Archangel Michael. Fuck it. Fuck it. Y'all just gonna write anything. And the infinite incest, the orgy parties. Yo, they doing that shit to everybody, Jacob. That literally, they doing that shit to everybody now, fam. I heard the new Spider-Man is. I heard that Superman. I'm like, yo, y'all just doing that shit to everybody. Be like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm like, why y'all doing that shit to everybody? I don't understand that. Why y'all doing? Why don't you just make a character instead of making characters? Why don't you make a character? Oh, Highlander was my shit. I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. Yeah. Oh, Freddie Mercury. Freddie fucking Mercury. Queen. Oh, Galileo Figaro. Easy. Nah, Highlander the TV show. Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, Leo. Highlander the TV show was better than the movies. Adrian Paul was a better Highlander than Christopher Lambert. I don't know what kind of accent that man had, but he didn't sound like no Scotsman. I don't know where where is he from that he talked like that? Now, Adrian Paul, he was believable as a Highlander, as a Scotsman. He's come, he's go. I'm serious, Leo. He was a better Highlander. The show was by far better than the movies. The movies didn't make by the second one, that shit literally stopped making sense. Like, y'all went from some spiritual, mystical, Scottish shit to y'all aliens from space seeking refuge on Earth, but y'all gotta kill each other. That shit didn't make no sense, fam. That shit did not make no fucking sense. Bucky O'Hare, I remember Bucky O'Hare. Nobody watched that cartoon, though. Yeah, he pulled a lot of broads, man. He did pull a lot of broads. That's real shit. He just went through time fucking different broads in different countries. What a life. Thousands of years of pussy. That's crazy. Thousands upon thousands of years of pussy all the time. That's crazy, fam. And he was fucking them broads before there was even deodorant. Pussy probably smell like a coal mine. Fucking tar. Yeah, they finally made a new Avatar. But it's like, bro, y'all waited mad long to do that shit. Why did you wait so long? You should have been came out with that shit. I don't. My shit was Flash. Ah, he saved every one of us. That was my shit, B. I didn't even give a shit about that movie. I just liked the theme song. I didn't care about that movie. Who would win, Sonic the Hedgehog or Rigondo? Oh shit, that was so left field, B. That's true, Karma. When everyone stinks, no one. And yo, everybody back then smelled like shit. Nobody was wiping their ass. Nobody. Could you imagine trying to get laid in the dark ages? Motherfuckers dying. There's dead bodies everywhere. But you got the morning glory. Everybody stink. There's rats on everything. Ain't no refrigerator. Ain't no air. I would not want to go back in time, fam. The further back you go, the more fucked up it would be. And everybody just gonna smell worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? I would not want to go back in time. I would not. I wouldn't. Fuck that. All y'all motherfuckers stink. Food tastes bad. Y'all don't know how to cook. Y'all haven't come up with certain recipes yet. Y'all don't know about certain herbs and spices. I'll go back there with a machine gun and light up whole motherfucking countries like, y'all don't know about this shit. Hurrah! He's a god. He is the god. We must serve him. He is the god. That's fucking right. First thing y'all gonna do, y'all gonna get all these broads to shave their vaginas, go in the lake, and wash up. Let's get this orgy started. Shit is crazy out here. Royalty would take 1 shower per month. Yeah, yo, that shit is disgusting, fam. Do you imagine being in the Dark Ages? All that clothing with all that funk. They had all that fabric on smelling mad bad. Got the fucking nerve to be fucking like, man, y'all motherfuckers stink. I come back there and lie to their ass. I am Ares, god of war. Serve me. What do you require of us, my lord? Build deodorant and use it. You smell of filth. That'll be the first fucking order of business. The first order of business. All you stink ass motherfuckers gotta take a shower, man. You all fucking stink. What do you require of us, my lord? You must shower in the fire of purity. Use this bar soap. That's what I would do. I would go back there with unlimited bars of soap. Throw that shit at people's heads. It is from the gods, this soap. It is sudsy. I smell of uranium. They needed Duke Cannon back then. Go back in time with a water hose. Don't forget them. Yo, fam, the teeth and all of that. The teeth and all of that. Like, yo, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean a lot of you motherfuckers up. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to teach y'all how to build an air conditioner. Because we just not going to be out here sweating all goddamn day. That's for goddamn sure. Y'all good with the architecture. Y'all built pyramids and castles and all type of cool shit. We going to take care of these rats. We going to put rat traps all in the castle. Change the whole course of history. Like, what the fuck happened in the Dark Ages that all this technology started coming out? Rumor has it, man appeared with bars of soap, and he dispensed the soap to the villagers, and the secrets of the universe were unlocked. I'm telling you, yo, this shit'll be fucking madness, man. Yeah, I did take a nap earlier, actually, at around 12, and that's why I'm wide awake. Go back, see Merlin, punch him right in his fucking ribs. Give me your fucking secrets. Who built Stonehenge? All hail. Where I will go to Ireland with bars of Irish Spring. I will go right back to Ireland with bars of Irish Spring. Oh, Danny boy, the soap is sudsy shining, and your wife does not smell of ass. Shit is crazy, B. Go back to Ireland, beat motherfuckers to death with pillowcases full of Irish Spring. Here, it is from Lou. No, Lou. That's their god. That's like their Thor archetype. The spear of Lou. Is it Lou or is it Lot? It's Lou. It is Lou. He had a spear. It was really it's like 10 feet long. Go right back to Ireland. Pillowcases, just mad pillow. What is this, my lord? What is this hard substance that foams in the water? This, my disgusting child, is soap, and you will use it to purify yourself of your sins. tell all you stink motherfuckers you gotta take baths. Ain't nobody just gonna be out here just smelling y'all. Fuck that. If I had to go back in time, that's the first order of like, I don't even want your fucking land. Keep your crops, keep your corn, keep your wheat, keep it. Take a bath. That's true. It's the future, yo. I watched a lot of movies, Juan. They're all burned in my fucking brain. A lot of David Attenborough. A lot of Anthony Hopkins, my brother Capricorn, Anthony Hopkins. Fiber beans. Some fava beans. Well, it was different because where they lived was hot. See, the main thing is in Europe, a lot of motherfuckers wasn't bathing because the temperature, the climate did not allow for it because it's fucking cold. So motherfuckers was not inclined to bathe. But if you go back there with some technological advancements, right, you could remedy that. It's real shit, yo. Motherfucker not just gonna be out here stinking and smelling bad. I know that fucking shit. The kitty must have smelled, yo, fam. Can you imagine what box smelled like back then, yo? You go down on the jig like, all right, we about to get in here. Motherfucking hand come out that shit. Ah! But to get it on, you lift the big old dress. Like, let me lift the big old dress. See what's going on here. Ah! Like a face sucker and alien. Ah! Fucking bubbles come out that shit. Fluids and shit. Nah, fam, I'm good. I see why motherfuckers took a vow of celibacy back then. Why it was easier to do that. Like, bro, I'm not fucking smelling that shit. I'm not smelling that shit. Lift the dress up. Wave. Oh. Real shit, yo. You see deer and shit in there. You lift the dress up. You see all the pubes. It's deer and birds and shit in there. Flying around like, yo, what the fuck do you have going on, fam? Salute to the yo, real shit, to continue the human race, B. A lot of motherfuckers back then took a lot of L's. Motherfucking be in the Victorian times, they under all that fabric. You lift all that fabric. It's a box with mad hair on it. It's a whole head of hair down there. It's fucking deer and fawn and fauna and algae and shit. Storks. Ew. Like, nah, man. Motherfucker would have been a priest back like, yo, you know what? I'm good. I'm cool. I'm not fucking I'm cool. I am cool. I will dedicate my life to prayer. I do not wish to savor in the forbidden fruit. Motherfucking eagles in that shit. Squirrels in there. Like, how the fuck do you have all of this in here? Shit is crazy, fam. Fucking doorknob in there. Open the doorknob. It's a house cat in there. Good, fam. I don't know how motherfuckers did it back then. I heard the Romans, they was really like on some real freak shit. And I'm like, but how? It was disgusting. It was gross, fam. Y'all got vomitoriums. Motherfuckers are sitting there vomiting and having orgies. Like, the fuck? That shit sound like a disease. Oh, fucking shit, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how motherfuckers did it, man. They was just made out of different shit, too. They was just made out of some different shit. Set a Range Rover passing by. You see a motherfucker in a Camaro. The fuck you doing here? This 1200s, fam. What the fuck you doing here? I'm trying to park this car. I think they did, country. I think they did. But I couldn't do it, fam. I'd have been like a holy priest for the gods. Like, man, as long as y'all don't make me smell no shit, I'm cool. Do I get to like bathe in incense and scented oils and shit? Cool, I'll be that. I'll be one. I see why it was easier to take a vow of celibacy back then. Because when you think about it, motherfucker caught one whiff. Impurity. He said, find a magnum in there. Like, where the fuck this came from? Oh, shit. Word, right? That's probably why motherfuckers went on a crusade. Like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here, B. I gotta get far away from this shit. Go fight for the Lord. Steal some land or some shit. Be a Templar. Pre-penicillin, you took your life in your hands. Word, right? You was risking it all every single time. I must do it. Bro, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Anyway, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very entertaining live. I am going to sleep. Always a pleasure.